Let me explain what is happening. I decided that it might be fun to try to do once, like say once a week or so, do a day of playing Star Trek Online completely free to play. Hang on, let me switch scenes here. There we go. There we go. So, so I've got made a brand new account. This I'm not going to spend a dime on this account, and sort of the plan is, I'll just go through and play through story content and look for ways to make my character to improve my character. Do the usual things. I'm gonna, this is gonna be strictly free to play playthrough. I will probably end up joining the fleet that I do play on. And my actual main characters will be going Fed side definitively, because my Fed side fleet is vastly more advanced than my KDF fleet. And we'll be going through see how we can go and see if we can approach this in a way that makes playing it free to play fun. Because the game is definitely playable free to play. But I've not actually done that, so I want to see how it feels to me as someone who played the game with actually spending money on it, as opposed to someone who's never spent money on it. So the important things of note for a free-to-play account that you are not spending money on: you have fewer character slots available. You have less inventory space. You have fewer ship slots, fewer bridge officer slots, and you can hold less cash. A lot of this is fixable through the cash shop, which you can spend money on. You can spend one of the in-game currencies on the exchange to buy the cash shop currency if people are selling it. You can basically sell dilithium for Zen, which is the cash shop cash. So that means someone's spending the money, but it's better than nothing. But yeah, rule number one, Ashburn in the chat mentions this. If you have friends with a good fleet, join that fleet. Yeah. Fleets are very useful, and I won't be able to join immediately because they do have limits on that. So I think you have to either hit a certain level or play X number of hours before you can join a fleet and stuff like that. So we have a few options here. We could do Discovery Era Starfleet. We could play a Dominion character, but that starts more advanced, and you start at level 60, and level cap 65. I wouldn't recommend this for new players, and yeah. TOS Starfleet is, you start as the original series character. Everyone ends up at the same time period eventually. Romulan Republic characters have their own storyline, their own ships. You eventually pick whether you want to end up working mostly with the Klingons or with the Feds. So this is definitely an option. KDF, I love playing. I like the KDF stuff a lot. It's fun. The problem with it is, as I said, the fleet I would end up joining is not as advanced, and I'd like to, for the free to play thing, I'd like to have a decent fleet to play. A decently advanced fleet, I should say. For the character I'm playing for this, so we're gonna go Fed Starfleet side, or you can just play a straight Starfleet character. Basically, there is functionally not a lot of difference between Starfleet, the original series Starfleet, and Discovery Era Starfleet. Discovery Era Starfleet and original series Starfleet have fewer species options available to them. They are functionally different. Basically, Discovery Era and original series have slightly different tutorials. Basically, You can get access to the Discovery era stuff mostly once you make it to the Starfleet era, the current Starfleet era. So that's not that big a difference. The Romulans have their own storyline, and it's a very good storyline. I like it a lot. But we're going to stick with a straight Starfleet character this time, and I think we're going to go TOS. All right, so the differences are here. We can show you. Discovery era, you have access to humans, Vulcans, and aliens of your. You can basically design any species of your own design if you want. Original series adds in Andorians and Tellarites, but do not have the alien option. And Starfleet, for contemporary era, you've got humans, Andorians, Bajorans, Benzites, Betazoids, Spolians, Ferengi, Pakled, Rigelians, Saurians, Tellarites, Trill, Vulcans, and Alien. There are a few more species options you can choose that you can get that are locked in the cash shop. But again, I'm going to go TOS era. And I think let's go for an Andorian. Yeah, we'll go with an Andorian. We'll go with the female Andorian. Sure, why not? I'm going to go with engineer because I like engineering. I like engineers. They're fun. Hey, thank you for the sub, Stefan. For the resub. Full year, dude. Thank you so much. Basically, okay, so for what the careers mean, your species doesn't really, it's mostly cosmetic. They're minor, very, very minor differences, but almost entirely cosmetic. Career mostly affects you on the ground. There's some minor there are some differences in space too, but not as big. On the ground, engineers have a lot of deployables. They deploy like turrets and mortar launchers and drones and mines and bombs and stuff. So they've got a lot of that sort of stuff. That's sort of largely what engineers are all about. Science officers are all about AOE control stuff, buffs, buffs, debuffs. So crowd control, buffs, debuffs, AOE damage, and healing. TAC officers are about, actually, science is not about buffs. It's debuffing, AOE control, crowd control, AOE damage, and healing. Tactical is about buffs. They've got some stealth options, some melee options, and they get grenades, and they get tanking tricks, basically. In space, engineers get some power management tricks. Science gets some debuff tricks and some buff tricks. Tactical gets DPS tricks, basically, in space. Tactical is all about... Basically, tactical buffs your DPS, engineering buffs your power, science gives you more control options, basically. There are 3 classes of ship in the game. Basic classes, I should say. Cruisers, escorts, and science ships. There are some variants, but we're not going to go into those right now. Science ships are basically... If you're playing in a normal MMO, in a normal, like a fantasy MMO, science ships would be the casters. They're all about... They're support. They have healing. They've got AOE damage and control. That sort of thing. They're your support. Escorts, which are the tactical ships, are the DPS, and engineering, the cruisers, which are the engineering equivalents, are the tanks, basically. It's a little more complicated than that. You can DPS with any class of ship. They all do fun things. I like them all. They all have different things. Science ships are probably the fiddliest to get to work. I'm probably going to end up playing, I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably end up in either an escort or a cruiser. Or maybe I'll fiddle between both, but we'll see. But anyways, we're going to go with an engineer. I like engineers. Alright. There is a fair bit of stuff you can do with sliders and shit for your design. I'm not going to go too in depth on it right now. Because I don't really want to. You got the head, the body, you can fiddle with uniform stuff. I'm gonna see. I'm just going with one of the pre-gen faces, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's see. There's some hairstyle options here. I'm gonna fiddle with my face a little bit, but okay, let's see. Dorian 4. There we go. There we go. Can't really tell the difference here that much. Race, sex, class, and faction are basically the only things you can't change post-character creation. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can go to tailor and fiddle with basically all your appearance stuff if you want to. Wonder why she's not showing up. Why her skin tone is not changing. It's not as blue as I'd like it to be. Oh, God damn it! There we go. Stop moving. There we go. Like 3. All right. The complexion I've got that's changing the color of the skin. No? Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about the lipstick color there that much. Andorians are usually a little bit more blue. Oh, it's not showing up as much right now. I'll go with that, that's fine. You got a little bit of scars and stuff I don't really want to play with right now. Eyebrows. Yeah. I'll go with those. Alright, hairstyles, let's see. Let's see if we can find one I like better than that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, Ash. It's the TOS skin tone. I think you're right. I think you're right on that. Long one's just sort of clip. Unfortunately, the long hair sort of clips into her outfit, which is unfortunate for here. I don't like that. That's a little bit too fluffy. That's not bad. It's a little bit different. Not quite as blindingly white. That'll have to do. Alright. I'm not going to fill it with much of the sliders because that's fine. Body's fine. I'm okay with that. Uniform, we're going to leave her with the traditional TOS female outfit. Actually tempted to change that. Let's see if we got... Nope, that's not... It doesn't have any options. Nope, no options. Yep. We have... Yeah, we don't have a lot of... We'll leave the stockings, I kind of like those. Alright, we're gonna go with... We'll leave the outfit as is, that's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, we're cool with this. Rank. She'll have Lieutenant Junior grade bips because that's... Or stripes on the sleeves, that's what it is, right? Okay. Because that is her rank. Alright. I am terrible at naming characters, so we're going to go for a random name. So it's really, Ezra, Silo, Fullness, Doshra on Zilaf, okay, sure. And the USS Tamara, great, done. Awesome. Alright, we got our character made. Let's go. I didn't want to spend too long on that. I probably spent a little bit longer than I wanted to.
Captain's log, stardate 6147.4. We're orbiting planet Taurus 2 in the Murasaki 312 nebula. Our orders? Investigate the disappearance of a science vessel in this area.
Okay. I've done the TOS for a while.
Operations are about to commence.
I don't remember it very well. So we're going to be doing the tutorial here. This is the...
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Alright, we're going to talk to Captain Garrett.
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors.
Okay.
Not so fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. You'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Okie dokie. Apparently I found one. Excellent.
Did you find a suitable landing area?
Apparently yes. There's a good sized clearing close to the crash site.
Excellent. I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
People you can interact with have icon.
Yeah, thank you.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that.
Alright, what do you know about Taurus 2?
Let's see. M-class planet? Barely. The Tarians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
Alright, lead the way.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from the items have a glow around them. Walk up.
Alright, let's get a pistol. Practice shooting, okay.
Good job, Lieutenant. That should be enough, unless you want more practice.
No, I'm good. Can I please holster my gun? There we go. Excuse me. Coming through.
Ensign Mears, reporting is ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again.
Why is that, Ensign?
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
Oh, that's too bad.
Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place.
Yeah, but you're the one on board with experience. So, let's go.
Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
Sure thing. Let's get on board. The Copernicus.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Ooh, I leveled. You level pretty quickly early on. Kind of astonishingly fast early on, honestly.
Ugh. It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack.
Well, they could be, so stay alert.
Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path, and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
Okie dokie.
Remember, your mini-map showed
Yes.
to sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Yep.
Is that a warp nacelle? Whoa.
Use the B key to find anomalies.
Doop, 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 doop.
Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of a shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder.
Alright, let's see what... And no interactables nearby, so we'll just keep walking.
There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it, anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
Hi.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement or combat.
Can I have a word, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
Okay. There's another vent there, yeah. It just wasn't showing up. There we go. If that was vending plasma, that dude should be cooked right now, but whatever.
Thank you. We need to move. Those things, they're out there.
What things? And we're about to find out.
Flores, look out!
Oh, he did. Ow.
What do they feed these things? Ugh, never mind.
Ow. It's walking off for some reason. True Moktai, he was wearing red, but so am I. Eep. Alright.
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted and then that plasma coil blew. Damn near killed me.
You're lucky to be alive.
You're telling me. We should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
Sure thing. Oh, supplies are here. Okay. Doop 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 doo 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 doo. Dr. Mueller, I presume.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters.
We'll have you out of here soon.
Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now. You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
Okay.
There are rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Wait,
You
you
can
want me
switch
to shoot
between two
this?
equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Yeah, I'm aware.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting and give them some pointers.
Your weapon has an alternate
Yes, I'm aware.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
They're right behind me.
Well, you're not getting you at least you get a spear in the back, kid.
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back, and in greater numbers.
Alright, you go to the pass, we'll get the others in the cover. Are there more survivors down here? Oh, there are. Okay. You. Go to the ship. Dude, there you go.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea.
Okay, I'm down.
Shut the doors. They're right behind us.
Let's wait for Tarsi to get in before we shut the doors. There we go. Alright, what's your clever plan, Mars? Mears.
Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can do something like that off here?
Maybe there's enough charge in the batteries.
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are. I think we owe you a very nice bottle of
Yeah,
scotch.
sure. So what happened out there?
The Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others, they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
You get the sort of shuttle. Tari and I will save the hostages.
I was thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Alright, cool. I like that idea. Ow. I badly outranged them, so... I love the giant red footprints. That's hilarious. And why are the Taurians taking them prisoner? That's interesting. Ow. Alright, cool. There they are.
Lieutenant! We're over here! Help!
Too well from the register that I...
Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna have us for dinner.
Not on my watch.
Fascinating. The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Now isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Skial.
He's a Vulcan, he can't help it.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are the Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
That's interesting.
Looks like they're not in the mood for questions, Lieutenant.
Enemies sometimes drop items.
The deuce
An
you
item
say.
has dropped for you. Move toward the item and press F to...
Hey, is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. Ugh. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't exactly their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad unlocked and ready for your inspection.
Good work.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir.
Ooh, core.
Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire!
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely gonna want to hear about this.
Sure thing.
Let's get back to the shuttle before more of them show up.
About that. Yay! It's our peeps.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship.
Yeah.
Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
That's two of us who want that.
Lieutenant.
Zoink, send away. Alright.
We made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay. I admit I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing
Yep,
in me.
you're a big help. More Klingons, great. Klingons have boarded the ship. Lovely.
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond. We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
Recommendations?
Start with the engineering lab. We need to bring our plasma relays back online. After that, secure the armory and main engineering.
Alright, Tarosi, mirrors, ready weapons, prepare to repel boarders.
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
And you stay here with Tarosi, help the squad, I'll take care of the labs. Because I am the protagonist!
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant.
Ow. Yep, hey Tachi. And we'll bonk him to finish him off. No, I didn't finish him off well.
Shut down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running, fast. Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored. Now clear out that armory.
Watch out! More Klingons!
Secure engineering next, if you can.
Really? I don't get a kit in here? Okay. Oh, hi, Mirrors.
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
You hold here, I'll clear up main engineering. Wait, same idea.
Bridge to engineering. Please respond.
Yeah. Activate compound. Where is that? Here?
Nice work. Internal sensors showed you have secured the engineering deck. I need you to take a look at the engines now. The Klingons fouled them up good.
Alright.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
Yep, well, I'm tactical, so... I'm engineering, so...
Engines back online. Initiate evasive maneuvers. I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Activate view screen. Where's the button for... Where is that? That's over here, okay. I'm an engineer, not a comm officer, but whatever.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
Alright, Garrett, what's your plan?
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
Alright.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Hey, they got Tarsi as a... Alright.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them and find out.
Increase your speed
Yes,
using
alright.
E.
I'm going to rearrange the HUD a little bit to
Decrease
my
your
personal
speed by
tastes.
using Q.
This is not how everybody likes it, and that's totally fine. But I do like the fact that it is very customizable. Personal tray over there. Alright, that is roughly where I like things. I like having 4 of those up. I'm not going to need all of those at the moment. And we're going to shift you to type 3, so I've got full control. For this, we're just going to crank that to there. We don't. For this, we're not going to need that. And I want that. Nope. Okay, that. Basically, I want my weapons power max because that actually has a lot of effect on how much damage you do with energy weapons. I want my shields at least at 50 power because that means I get dead even regen and all the basic stuff. Maneuverability is nice, and auxiliary is very, very useful later, but right now it's not that important. It will be later. This is my little ship. It is cute. Where's Can Cola?
Science report coming in now.
Not here.
The satellites are using a triaxilating signal. It's strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Clever. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
It's a real tragedy.
Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded. Ship is under attack.
Nice work. 1 down, 1 to go. Looks like this one is shielded, though.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack.
Good to know.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full impulse. Use your phaser beam to weaken shielded targets. Ship is under attack. Use your torpedo on an enemy when their shield is down. You must be out of combat to answer the hail.
Can you hear us? We're under attack by Klingon raiders. Our shields are buckling. Won't last long.
We're on our way. It's a freighter.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Skaboom!
Thanks for the help. Our engines are offline. Could you transfer some energy and get them started again?
Sure thing.
Thanks for everything. Good luck with the Klingons.
Lieutenant, I've made some modifications to our torpedo launcher. I think you'll like the results.
I've been using that already,
Remember
Steve.
that you can activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, she's talking about the high yield option there.
Activate high yield torpedo by clicking on the high yield torpedo. Ultimate the power of your next torpedo attack for 30 seconds. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah.
Your head will decorate my bridge.
Oh, the newbie fed ships are so unmaneuverable.
More Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
Fire!
Shoot. Waiting for my power to come back here. Skaboom!
This is the USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
Oh, hello, Enterprise. En route to your position now. Cool, we get to help with the Enterprise? Neat!
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolfie, and now you will die with him as well.
Ooh, a D9.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
This isn't over, Kirk. I will avenge myself upon you and your lackey.
Bye! Woo!
thank you for your assistance.
Hey, Spock. There's no vessels raiding the sector. Alright. Safe travels.
Congratulations,
Looks like we're done.
Lieutenant.
Starfleet Command wants us and Enterprise back for a debriefing on this mess. Helm, set a course for Earth space dock. Warp factor 3.
Let's go. Neat.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant. But he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
Yeah, sure. That sounds cool. Let's talk tomorrow first. Mirrors first.
It's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't enjoy going back to Taurus 2, but we got the job done thanks to you. Starfleet First Officers must be my good luck charm. Captain Garrett has requested me for a new logistics position here at ESD. Might not be as glamorous as the Final Frontier, but I've accepted. Until next time, good luck out there.
Sure. Lieutenant Chekhov.
We were in Starfleet Academy together.
The Regelian flame rose, and unfortunate activation of suppression systems during one of the Professor Tavan's lectures. Lieutenant Uhura.
Lieutenant Uhura of the Starship Enterprise.
Uh-huh. Neat. Sulu?
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
I love they're pulling audio clips from old Star Trek episodes. Although I will say they do get Koenig later to do some actual voice acting in the game, which is neat. McCoy.
If you're going into the lion's den, you'll need a medical officer.
Uh-huh. Feels like this is the first time I'm giving you this some advice. You know anything about that? Is Vulcan colleague going to say? Fascinating. There's a reason for that.
That was some fine work back there, friend. It's not every day one walks away from a brawl with the Klingons. You look familiar. If you don't mind me saying so. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Ah, must be my imagination then. You meet a lot of folks serving in Starfleet, to be sure. By the way, I heard you're into the local wildlife on Taurus 2. Right unfriendly devils, aren't they? I won't be forgetting those gigantic spears anytime soon. Look me up sometime. We'll have a drink and share some caveman tales.
Sure. As an aside, that the guy's voice doing Scotty's voice there, that is actually James Doohan's son, which is really neat. And he does a pretty darn good job, unsurprisingly. There's Captain Garrett.
Thanks for coming. I have some good news to share. First off, Fleet promoted me to Admiral. I'll be working with Deep Space Command on several exploration initiatives there. Our ship's going to need a new captain. I've talked it over with Command, and they agree with my recommendation. You. Congratulations, my friend. I know the ship will be in good hands once I'm away.
Neat.
Don't think you've gotten rid of me, though. I plan on keeping you plenty busy out there.
Ah, Spock.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Every generation, Starfleet officers hear the call of duty. Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict. But there are many who oppose peace. If the Federation is to be saved from chaos, New officers will need to take up the task of restoring peace. Live long and prosper, Lieutenant.
Peace and long life, I guess.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
All right, we have... that Spock just busted, like the application that Spock just busted to personal meetings with admirals. Yeah. All right, so we have actually unlocked the ability to spend skill points. So there are a bunch of skills that you get that modify stuff. There's stuff for space combat and stuff for ground combat. Basically, you end up, you get 1 skill point per level for space until level 50. Level 50 is the last time you get skill points. After level 50, you start earning specialization points. Ground, you get them every 5 levels, basically. You get one at level 1, and then after that, every 5 levels. Basically, you can divide them between tactical stuff, science stuff, and engineering stuff. Engineering stuff that affects your hull and power. Science is stuff that affects your shields and sort of wonky stuff like energy drain, control stuff, and exotic damage, basically. Long-range targeting and stuff. Tactical affects your weapons, unsurprisingly. There are a bunch of different ways you can build the character. Basically, if you invest heavily enough into one tier, you can get up to what are called the ultimates, which give you these cool ultimate click powers that are pretty oomphy. In my personal opinion, the science and tactical ones are really good, and the engineering ones not very. So I wouldn't recommend diving whole hog in engineering to get to the ultimate. Basically, if you want one of the ultimates, you basically have to go really heavy into one of the groups. And if you want to get one of the... Otherwise, you sort of want to go sort of semi-balanced. Early on, we're going to grab... basically, also interesting, the first other important note is that the first point you put in a skill is the most efficient. So you get like plus 50 skill with this, which is plus 25% damage for that. And then it's basically about half that and about half that after that. So it basically goes from 50 to 25% bonus damage to 50% bonus damage by the third point. Each point you put is worth a little bit less. So the most efficient point is always the first one. I'm going to be definitely maxing out energy weapon training because energy weapon builds are pretty much the easiest to build. Projectiles, yeah. I'll probably go with the general's build on this character because I think those are easiest to build and adapt to. But you can retrain your skills later. For ground stuff, it's a little bit different. I basically never change my build on ground stuff. I go heavily into the kit stuff because that is where, for all 3 careers, where the bulk of your juice in ground combat is from your kit, which is your special abilities. From there, I get a bunch of the endurance training, which is hit points and armor. I might put a point into shields, and I put a little bit into weapon training. But like, especially as an engineer, I'm all about kit stuff. So yeah, and we'll talk to Garrett, the Admiral. Nope.
I have some new orders for you.
All right.
I've outlined important people you should talk to while visiting Earth Space Dock. Speak with the tailor to customize your appearance. After that, speak with the ship vendor to claim a shuttlecraft.
Okay. Can do.
Your mini-map shows you where you're...
Yeah, I'm aware. Alright. So the tailoring stuff, you can go here and modify stuff. You can change how your character like all that stuff you can do at the beginning of the game. You can do it here also. I'm a full-fledged lieutenant now, so let's go for the lieutenant braids. I'm not going to change anything else though. There's a bunch of costume stuff that you can get that you can get through the cash shop. Oh, we're actually at a point now where I can show people the cash shop also. All right, let's look at that now. So the cash shop has a bunch of stuff in it. There are ships. There are duty officer stuff. There are items. There are services. There are boosts. Personnel. There's a whole bunch of stuff. My recommendation in general is I'm going to be playing this free to play, so I'm not going to be spending any money on this. I might be able to get I'll be able to get some Zen by selling the lithium eventually, and that's my plan. I'm basically gonna want to save up. I want to basically eventually generate about 2,000 lithium. I'm just want to try to get 2,000 Zen total. I think is what the total is. No, 1,500. Sorry. Because I'm gonna want the Elite Services Starter Pack, and I'm gonna want the. There are three things I'm probably going to want. I'm probably going to want the shared bank slots also, eventually. And where's the other one? There we go. I'm going to want the energy credit cap increase, which takes my maximum energy credits from 15 million to 2 billion. Big jump. That's 500 Zen. For 1,000 Zen, I will get this. We'll get this, which is 36 inventory slots, 36 bank slots, 2 bridge officer slots, and 3 skill retrain slot tokens. That's very nice. And I'm probably going to want to get the account shared bank slots to increase my my account shared bank. Used to be what I would recommend, like if it was what I would recommend for if you were subbing to the game would be to, if you were playing the game and want to spend a little bit of money on it, would be to sub for a month. That has changed because they don't have a regular sub thing anymore. Now they just have the lifetime sub. So now I'd recommend what I just sort of talked about there, which is about 15 bucks. Basically, every 100 Zen's roughly $1. After that, you can think about buying ships and stuff. That's my freebie shuttle. Then I'll remove the account unlocks from the Elite Pack. Interesting.
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass as well as your minimap.
Which account unlocks do they remove? Because I believe the Elite Pack is still... Oh, you're right. I think this is just per character now. That used to be an account unlock. Oh, that's cheap. I'm actually kind of annoyed by that. Well, I don't recommend that as highly anymore then. It's still useful. I'll still probably save up for this character, but that's a shame.
I know that being a starship captain is a big responsibility, but I believe you're up to the task. If you feel that your ship is ready for its next mission, I can give you new...
Oh, thank you, Goddess Inaria. That's a good piece of heads up. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Stay safe out there.
You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
Ever hear of Edron 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with a Gorn there and barely lived to tell the tale. Both the Gorn and the Federation have teams there now. I'd like you to back our people up in case the Gorn decide to engage in a little cowboy diplomacy.
All right. Oh, is the EC cap gone? Not like now that is that now character also? Again, I'm probably gonna pick that up anyways, but nope. That's all. That's that. Okay, the EC cap is account wide, still. All right. Oh, and it's part of the elite pack. Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know why they made that a once per character purchase. I actually really don't like that. Unless they made it cheaper. That might be cheaper than it used to be. I remember that being 1,500 Zen, so they might have made it 500 Zen cheaper.
Stay safe out there.
Click this button to beam up to the system map.
Oh, thank you for the heads up, though. I'm glad you know. I would not have noticed that initially, and I should have noticed that when I was looking at it and showing it there. That's unfortunate. Ah, well. Yeah, I'm not used to the. I really wasn't. I didn't pay close attention to that because this isn't not my main account, as I mentioned at the start of the thing. My main account, I subbed for a while and etc. No, they did not retroactively remove it, Stefan. I know that. All right, let's go to sector space.
Click on the icon beside your mission.
Yeah, all right. So, now we can look at the map here.
You are now in sector space.
Yep. All right, let me see. What do we got here? We got some new stuff here. We got new toys.
Ensign Hunter, welcome aboard. I'm Security Chief Tarsi. Settling in okay?
It's going to take a little getting used to.
I can imagine.
I know that is.
You'll be working with me in security, so if you need anything, just...
Thanks, Chief. I appreciate it.
Hey, don't mention it. Us red shirts stick together, right?
Right. You can count on me, Chief.
All right, we got some slightly better gear. Sure, we'll put the batteries on here for now because what the heck, why not? I'm aware. All right. No. All right, well, I'm still going to save up for the energy credit cap increase. That's a definitive, and I might buy the lead services anyways, even if it's not an account unlock, because that's just a big boost for this character. It's a lot of useful stuff, even if it's not account wide. It's just not as good a deal as it used to be. And I'll probably buy the account. So the other important note is that for maximum efficiency on a free-to-play account, you're going to want multiple characters for farming dilithium, because dilithium is your lifeblood as a free-to-play player. It's how you get Zen, which is how you get other stuff, get the cash up stuff that you're going to want, and will lead to be able to get. It's an easy way to earn energy credits, but also you need dilithium just in general. So. Early on. Yeah, I'll leave the instruments off. It looks better without them. Early on, your ship is so slow in sector space. Oh my god. So yeah, basically, yeah. So as I decided while we're traveling, You can buy and sell Zen, and here in the this is where you buy and sell it. The buy tab, this is, you type how much Zen you want to buy, what price you want to pay for it per point of Zen into lithium, and they list the price. That's what's how much it's going for and how much is how much is available of it at what prices. You can sell Zen here the same way. I don't have any lithium at the moment, so there's also a store where you can buy stuff with the lithium. You can transport permissions for free now? They changed that. They did. I did not know they changed that. Thank you, Goddess Inari. Oh, that's huge. I did not know they changed that. That is a nice bit of quality of life they changed. I don't know when they changed that. Yeah. It used to be enough money that for people who for low-level characters, it was very expensive. And for high-level characters, it was basically free. It was basically, it was like 30,000 credits, which is not that much for someone who is high-level. Yeah, I was going to get to that. Basically, once you start earning dilithium, you have to refine it, and you can only refine 8,000 dilithium per character per day. All right, there's Zhang He is hailing us now.
Welcome to Edrin 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zhangha. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace.
How can we help?
Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
All right, cool. All right, the Gorn are scanning us, but not actually being aggressive. Fine.
Transporter room to bridge. The geological team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edrin 4.
Stand by for transport. Usual energy signatures in orbital space. All right, let's go scan them. Sure. Let's try false alarm.
During missions, you can select the members of your away team.
Yep. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to actually make EC an RA. Yeah. And I'll get into that later. That's not how I made my energy credits on my main, but there are a lot of ways to do it. That's actually probably the most efficient way. I just don't enjoy doing the elite ground SDFs much, personally. So I don't generally do them, but they are actually a really good way to make money, so I'll probably end up doing them on this account. Which is part of the reason I went engineering on this character, because I know I'm better. Engineering is probably the character type I'm best in ground combat.
Ah, there you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Skavron, Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Lovely planet we've got here. Charming, even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral-rich would be an understatement.
What's your background, Scarvin?
My first assignment out of the Academy was on Vulcan, working at a geothermal power site in Shikar. Great people, the Vulcans. Good at arguments, though all the logic comes off a little dry for my tastes. This is my first deep space assignment, and I'm damn glad for it. Hope we're going to travel to more than desert worlds, though. I hear Ryza's nice this time of year.
So I hear.
You can find mission objectives on your mini-map, or by pressing the scan area key.
Yep.
My tricorder's showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure. This carbon deposit is unusually pure. Apparently, the Metrons don't prepare half-rate planets. Whoever gets the mineral rights to this planet will be pleased. Very pleased indeed. My readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure.
That's cool. That's the thing I do like about this game is that, you know, for the people who do enjoy the ground combat, there's, you know, challenging ground combat stuff to do. I don't actually enjoy the ground combat in this game. I mean, I don't dislike it, but it's sort of like, it's okay.
Either my tricorder's broken, or the soil here has an amazingly high concentration of sulfur.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's fine, but I don't enjoy it enough for the challenging parts to make it fun.
We'd better head back to... Whoa! The mortars have closed off the pass. We can't reach the camp. Who would do this?
Look, over there.
It's the Gorn.
TOS Gorn. Ow. Well, the Gorn ships just exploded. They're blaming us attacking our forces. Captain McKinnon tried to explain, but they aren't responding to any hails. Alright.
Over there. There might be a way out of this infernal canyon further down the valley.
Okay. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, I see which one we're going. Dar.
We need a way out of this canyon, and I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhangha's science team as target practice.
And where will we find this bomb?
Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives.
Behind us!
Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. wanted to go this way to get the materials. I did. Okay. Some sulfur. Why can't I harvest the bamboo? Oh, it's back here. Okay, here we go. I can look for the glowy stuff. Alright. Because bamboo is durable enough to make bombs with. Now we need coal. Back around this way, maybe? No. It's back this way and we missed it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I missed the coal on the way down. That's what happened. Alright. Now I have to go back down. So I missed the coal on the way down. That was dumb. No. Alright.
Right. Ensign Hunter and I will construct the bombs we need to bring down this rock across the canyon. That's the easy part. It's up to you to keep those angry Gorn off us while we work. Hope you're a good shot. Well, at least the Gorn are punctual. Keep them off us! Crush that coal up good, Hunter. Not like that. Finer. Careful with that. Potassium nitrate can react explosively with these materials. Now, mix it with the coal. Carefully! I'd rather not get blown to pieces today, if you don't mind. We're just about done. Done! Now let's get these bombs in place.
Wait for it to drop out of combat. There we go.
The bombs are primed to blow. We should move to a safe distance.
Fire in the hole!
And we got a way out of here now. Hooray! Was it over this? Ah, it's over this way. Okay. Let's go.
Looks like some Gorn came through here. We better hurry.
Hello, Dr. Ward.
Thank you. Things were looking pretty grim there for a moment. The Gorn. They kept saying the deaths of their people would be avenged, but we didn't do anything. I haven't fired a phaser since the Academy.
Alright, join people in the shuttle and get back to the Zhanghe. Beam us up. Okay.
Good to hear from you. Thank you for saving my people.
No thanks needed. What's your status?
We're making repairs, but it'll be some time before our engines are back online.
All right, we'll see if we can help. See if we can help you get back up and running faster.
We're picking up Gorn warp signatures on our long-range sensors here. They're coming back.
You can fire all weapons at once, but target's shields have failed.
Ow. Those mines hurt.
Thanks for covering us. The Gorn would have made short work of my ship otherwise. I owe you one.
How are your repairs coming?
Slow but steady. Our warp drive is still disabled, but we're making progress.
I'll get some spare supplies for you.
Thanks. I hate to ask, but something's bothering me. We picked up strange energy readings before the attack. It could be nothing.
Send it to us. We'll take a look at it.
Sending it now. I'd start with the debris of the Gorn ship that was destroyed. There might be a clue there.
Oh yeah, totally. That's one of the things I actually pointed out when I was doing this.
The crew of the Zhanghe were onto something. I ran a deep scan analysis of the Gorn debris, and the results are damned peculiar.
Go on.
Gorn ships aren't as tough as a Tellarite design, but our scaly friends know a thing or two about hull plating. Whoever fired this shot knew exactly where to hit them.
Okay.
Not with the data we have now, but the science team just found another strange energy reading nearby.
Let's see what's out there.
debris from the Gorn ship, and some trace elements of weapons-grade plasma. Sir, I know who did this. It's the Romulans.
Are you sure?
I'll shave my eyebrows if I'm wrong. It's the Romulans, I'm sure of it. There's more bad news. The Gorn are coming back, weapons hot.
Let's try to shoot to disable.
It's the same ship as before. Doesn't look like they're back at full strength, though.
Thought we could share this space equally, Federation. Your unprovoked act of aggression against our research vessel tells me otherwise.
Captain, we have data that proves the Romulans attacked that ship.
I see no Romulans, only Federation ships. Do you think me a fool, Captain?
Here's the data.
Most convenient, Captain. But I am unconvinced. Produce these Romulans that you claim destroyed our ship, or prepare to pay for your crimes.
Captain, I've got an idea. If we can generate a charged particle burst, we might overload their cloak.
Make it happen.
You're quite the clever one, Captain. Too clever, I'm afraid. No one can know of our actions here today. Your death, while regrettable, is necessary.
We'll see about that. Oh god, the little Fed ships are so unmaneuverable. Doop 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 doo.
Well fought, Federation. The hegemony will remember the Romulan treachery today, and your assistance in exposing it. I propose we continue our joint surveys of Edrin 4 under a mutual non-aggression pact.
Perhaps one day we'll explore together.
So there was another player on the field. Nice work out there, Captain. We'll be heading for the closest starbase soon, but we'll be back to finish our work here, along with the Gorn, I'll wager. I think the Romulans will take a pass, though.
And with good reason. Huzzah. Zoic, send away.
Most missions can be turned in remotely.
Yep.
Good to hear from you. I've read Captain McKinnon's report. Sounds like things got a little rough on Edrin 4. Still, the
we got some
diplomatic
lithium.
corps thinks your actions will make a difference in future talks with the Gorn. Well done. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Yay, Scarvin. Alright.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting
That's where we get
concerned.
Temet, okay.
Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed.
Alright, cool. Now let's, stations. Alright, excellent. Cool. We don't have a, science officer yet. We'll be getting that after this next mission. All right, folks. I'm gonna take a very. Oh, we don't have a skill point, right? Okay. Let's grab another point. Energy weapons. I'm gonna take a very short break, guys. I need to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. We are back. All right. Deep Space K-19. Okay. Oh, not a big deal. All right. Transwarp. Oh, it's so much better. Let us begin Painful Omens. This is going to be very strange for me after I get out of the tutorial stuff. because we're still technically in the tutorial stuff. Because I'm used to at that point crafting my own gear with my main character for my lobbies, and making good stuff to start with, and I have to scrounge my way around. It's gonna be a little bit weird because I haven't done this sort of limping along with what gear I can get in game for like years at this point. All right. Those Starfleet ships assigned to patrol the sector. I don't think Wargammer training systems weapons are at full power. Try raising them.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! This station came from the station!
Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Doherty mentioned the station. Bring us close enough to scan the station. It's been a while since I've done this one. No sense of combat aboard the station. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet. Sensor picking up a number of life signs over there, but not really unusual activity. Okay. Be real nice to be able to get a kit at some point. I don't have some kit modules. That'd be real nice, but... Hello, Hunter. Plasma wall from phaser fire. Just phaser fire. That's really weird.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly.
Temet, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
Go for it.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them. I don't know much about them.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
Recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Take any age I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. This is Lieutenant Unzilev of the USS Tamara. Anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are
Yay,
back
Scotty!
with vengeance.
We're up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
We'll make our way down to you.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent, you're with us. Oh, that's actually very helpful. All right. Better personal shield. All right, excellent. All right. Not the type of armor I prefer, but we'll take it. You get these slightly better shields. That is a better version of my current rifle, so we'll take that for me. What do we got there? We got Shotgun Rifle Mark 1, Type 2 Phaser, Type 1 Phaser, and another Type 2. Alright, is that better than Scarvin's current Phaser? Yep, that's better than his current Phaser. Tarsi. Yeah, you take a disruptor rifle. That'll be funny. All right, cool.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
Neuroparasite.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Okay.
auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Excellent. Let's not keep waiting then.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. There you are. I'm beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Met.
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go...
Yay, finally.
From the crate there. It might come in handy. We'd better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Oh, thank God.
Equip a kit to gain...
Yay.
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here. That one was easy. Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through.
Oops, didn't mean to skip that there, but...
Remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are. I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all. This one just needs new fuses. There we are. Good as new.
Ah! Not sure where that one was. There's the one back there. Jesus Christ. Alright, get the thing here, Scotty.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer. There we are.
Hey Bardic, how you doing? Don't know. We might do Grognar's tonight. I don't know yet. I have to talk to Eric. We'll be taking a short break before we for dinner, but Good to see you, Bardic, though.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Okay. I did see that, yes.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Oh, look. Totally not... I don't know what those are. They're totally not Nakul. Nope, not at all. I'll talk to Eric later. He's probably not home from work yet, though.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
All right, Hunter. Supposed to talk to you.
To talk.
Now's not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels.
What?
This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us.
This does not seem like a Cold War at the
They're
moment.
trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again.
It's possible, Inari, that...
But it's our best
did Daniels talk to them before they discovered the body of Caldano or not? Do you know? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched any of Enterprise. Enterprise is the Star Trek series of the ones I've watched that I know the least about, as I just don't remember very well, and haven't rewatched any of it. Whereas I have rewatched chunks of Voyager because it was always on TV, and I've rewatched all of DS9, all of Next Gen, and all of the original series, so multiple times. So I know them better.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
Not kidding, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. Parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew's taking our neural parasites. We defeated them. Now we need your help fighting this alien ship.
Parasites?
Ptolemy has been destroyed.
Aw.
Some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated iron burst could disrupt it.
Because Scotty is Scotty. Showed up in season 1? Okay, cool. Got us, Sonari. Hey, Dwani. In which we fight the wussiest and the cool ship in the game. Actually, you know what? Let's get a... Around. Come on. Snap around. Damn! Did not get around in time. Come on. Turn, you pig! Told Archer the whole plot instantly. Okay.
Work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate immediately. Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Before K-30 pulled the vortex, picked a few distress signals from inside the station. Oops, we missed some people.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and their crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Okay, I'm going to need more answers at some point. I do like the design of this ship. It looks cool.
Alright. Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board, but they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Hooray, we have Temet now.
We have a problem at Babel. Cord and rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage, and they're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Cordon sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peace.
It's almost like they wrote Daniels more appropriately for given his role here than they did on Enterprise. Okay. All right, we'll go there in a second. Let's get Temet some.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe.
Yes, well, give me a moment. I need to actually equip gear here. I think I have more 2 shields. Okay, great. I need to keep Temet alive, so you get better shields. Do we have armor for her? We do not have armor for her, boo. That phaser is better than the one she's currently using, so she'll get that. God, the bloom on that looks terrible. I might actually go into the graphic settings, see if I can fiddle with them a little bit. A better photon torpedo launcher, nice. Alright, just occurred to me that options display, yeah, yeah, let's just, yeah, no, bloom, nope, nope. There we go. Ugh. Everything else looks fine. Audio. Oh, good. It retained my audio settings from. Right, it's the same. Yeah, right. Duh, of course, I had the same settings. Let's grab another point of that.
Captain, I need. There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
All right, let's let him talk while we're driving.
Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
He's got things to say here. At least I thought he had more to say. Do you have more to say, Daniels, or is that it? Oh, boy. Yeah, they're nuts, Duani. They're very impressive. The new mirror frigates for the new lockbox ship, they're oomphy. Alright, let's say he doesn't have anything else to say. Let's just, Heck. Give me a second here. Alright. Loading, loading, loading.
All right. I appreciate your patience. I'm what's known as a temporal agent. It's my job to preserve the timeline. You helped me stop one temporal incursion at K-13. There's been another at Babel, and I could use your help with it. Welcome to the Temporal Ready Room. I use it to monitor the timeline. The Nakul have sent agents to a critical point in time. We believe they disrupted the Babel Conference in 2268 aboard the USS Enterprise. I want to send you back there to stop them. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins. I'm sending one of our best temporal agents along. I believe you've met.
Nice to see you again. It's been some time. For me, at least.
Chekhov!
For you, I see hardly any time has passed at all. It must be strange to see me looking, older.
Hello, Walter.
Once you're on Enterprise, deal with the Nakul and make sure the conference proceeds as planned. You'll have a temporal transponder, which will allow me to communicate with you and bring you back. You'll also have these bioscanners. They're short range, but will detect Nakul agents nicely.
Do the job right, and no one will know we were there.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Captain. The situation at Babel shouldn't be happening. Something in the past has changed, and not for the better.
Okay, we fix.
Let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors to look for signs of our time-traveling friends. The computer won't have any details on the Nakul, so you'll need to recalibrate the sensors manually on the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, and one more item to be aware of. Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge, which is why I will be remaining here out of sight. As much as I would like to visit the bridge again, two of me in the same place would raise questions neither of us wants to answer.
I'm an officer here with you two, just in case.
Let's get to work. I will check with you again after you are done on the bridge. I haven't worn this uniform for some time. It's a little snug.
No. Don't mind me.
Nice work. I'm getting some readings from Deck 11, but I can't pinpoint them. Some sort of interference. We'll need to get close and scan by hand. Start with the mess hall. There are a lot of people coming and going there.
Righto. No. Yes, that was very surreptitious. Ah! There we go.
Vulcan, I would speak to you.
Does seem unavoidable.
How do you vote on the Corridon emission?
Are they serving nerve tonic? Oh, God. Nothing.
Is there something I can help you with?
Apologies, Ambassador. Just a routine check for biocontaminants.
Oh, should I be concerned? It was my understanding that the transporter filters out biohazards.
We're being especially thorough for everyone's safety. I'm sure you understand, I'm sure.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Have a pleasant evening. Wrong way. No.
Looks like they're on the move. Though I'm still getting a lot of false readings on the sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Like the old Russian saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1.
To the junction to collect some readings.
Being here takes me back. It was quite a different time for Starfleet. Head back toward the reception. Head toward the observation deck.
No.
Turn toward the engineering circuits, away from the turbo lift. There he is. Wait, that's Ambassador Gav. Captain's wound is serious. He'll bleed out if we don't help him. Stabilize him, quickly. Dr. McCoy will be here shortly to finish the job.
Stabilize Captain Kirk.
Good. It looks like the captain is stabilized. We need to move. I've detected Nakul technology in engineering.
Okay, let's go. I'll just set that up just in case. Lieutenant Scott?
Someone set a bomb in here. I cannot defuse it and keep the mains online at the same time. Wait, Chekhov, is that you? You look older than me, laddie. And you, the last time I saw you was on the Rosanna station. Something was dodgy then, and it's more than a wee bit dodgy now.
It's complicated, Scotty. We've been sent back in time to keep the Enterprise from being destroyed. Aliens are trying to alter the future of the Federation. There's no time to explain. You have to trust us, old friend. We're here to help.
All right, lad. You can start by helping me keep this ship from blowing to pieces. And get rid of that bloody bomb, if you can. Divert power to the number 4 shield.
Where do I do that? Over here?
Good work. Now check on that bomb. Auxiliary power to weapons.
That'll be over here.
Good work. Now check on that bomb. Repair teams to deck 5. Good work. Now check on that bomb.
Woo! Disable the bomb.
Ordering me to cut the power? I see what he's about. That got him.
We can't disarm this bomb, but we need to get to that Orion ship anyway. We can take it with us.
Why not just beam it into space?
We can't let that ship be captured. It has dangerous technology on it. Scotty, I need you to trust me. That ship needs to be destroyed. You can't tell anyone what happened here. It could damage the timeline irreparably. Besides, I'm captain now, so I technically outrank you.
All right, lad. I'll take you at your word. Once you're ready, I'll send you and that bomb over. Good luck to you. Energizing. Now, what's this?
Something that'll come in very handy for you later, Scotty.
The Orions will lock down their ship. We need to override their security systems.
Push X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon will give you a 33% bonus to damage. Use the B key to toggle between shooter mode and RPG mode.
Screw RPG mode.
Use C to crouch. Crouching gives a 50% defensive bonus.
Yep, I'm aware of that. Ow. Ow.
I'm going to try to attach the bomb to the Orion ship's engine controls. I'll need you to cover me. See if you can hold them at the doorway so they can't shoot me in the back.
Whew. No, I don't like shooter mode, Moktai. I don't use it ever. Skaboom!
That was close. I'm glad I got you out of there in time. You're both valuable agents. Of course, no one will know what you've done today, with the exception of Commander Scott.
Hey, Andrea, how you doing?
That being said, this won't be the strangest thing he'll see in his career. Not by a long shot. Indeed. Comes with the job, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I can send you and Captain Chekhov back to your respective timelines when you're ready.
That was quite an adventure. I think you have the makings of a fine temporal agent, my friend. As good as it was to see Enterprise again, I have other duties to attend to. We're preparing for a very serious event, the Battle of Procyon 5. That conflict will determine the... Ah, but you don't need to worry about that now. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear, a time that will never come again.
All right. All right.
A lot could have gone wrong today. We could have lost critical figures in history. Sarek of Vulcan, James Kirk, and the crew of the Enterprise. The list is long. However, the timeline was preserved, thanks to you and Captain Chekhov. The Babel Conference proceeds as planned, and Korodan is admitted to the Federation. Well done. I'll continue to monitor the timeline for incursions. I hope I can count on you again when the time comes for action.
You'll take the human tech officer.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I know people who've played it on console, and their sort of take on it has been they actually
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet.
They do like it,
toward
but
Federation
I get
space,
why,
and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
You don't have armor, so you get the better shields for now. Those are identical. Do I have anything better than either of those? Here, yeah, sure. Take a phaser rifle. That'll do. Alright, cool. Aha. Cool.
Stay safe out there.
Go to unsurveyed territory. Sure.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
Alright, let's grab a bit of hull cap.
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter. We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here. We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure.
This was Tholian fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alert, warp, core breach imminent. Attempt.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Ship integrity compromised.
Enemy boarding parties are beaten to the Tholian flagship.
Destroy the aliens. Defend the Queen.
Estimated Tholian casualties are in the thousands.
Vengeance for the children.
don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here. There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Later, Captain, I need to set up the borders on the Tholian flagship.
Alright, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Sure.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiance crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them.
Interesting, Darth Andrea. Doop 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 doo.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Environmental suits.
Once you have equipped your environment suit, turn it on to prepare for hazardous activity.
Signs. I'm detecting numerous Nakul life signs, and more are on the way. Nakul reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert.
Blah, blah, blah.
The power levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong. I doubt the Tholians are to blame. I'm reading more incoming Nakul transporter signatures.
Repair the console. I didn't mean to skip by that quickly. Oh well.
Energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked. The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you. We've stopped the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hacked.
Yep, that's bad.
Humanoid Command Unit, why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain.
We're not of the Nakul, we're the United Federation of Planets.
Federation, Nakul. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
To your eyes, we're all humanoids, but we're not of the same kind.
Those you call Nakul killed our people, our children. All are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
What can we do to help? We fought the Nakul. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
Send that message quickly.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
We protect her while she works.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers.
Kinda need to know.
And I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
Yep.
Here they come.
There we go.
inbound to our location. The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
Well, I can't target it, so...
Federation, you have proven you are different, rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Naku will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline's correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the not cool dreadnought!
Base maneuvers, get the hell out of here.
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Kind of their life signs over there are not defined, appears to be phasing in and out of local space-time. Interaction of Nicole's chronal engines with the proto-nebula has made this area of space very unstable and prone to rifts in other dimensions. We might be able to get a lock on to their crew with this computer assistance.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to make. I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played a role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony compound.
That's cold comfort for the families who were 400 men and women, Daniels. We're almost done with the tutorial. Alright.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same.
Phaser dual pin. No, I'm not going to be using that. Not on a ship with this lack of maneuverability.
Billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Yay. Level 9. Alright, I really wish I had...
have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything.
Actually, Scarvin, yeah. You get that one. Temet. Tarsi. Sure, Tarsi, you get the other Mark II shields. Why not? Actually, I think everybody can get at least. Yep. Scarvin gets the other. Yep, we got plenty of Mark II shields. Excellent. Good. All right. Let's see. Do wish I had another bit of armor, but whatever. All right. So. Sure, why not? And those marks, yeah, those are not going anywhere. All right, cool. Could we, like, get some more armor in here somewhere? The Mexican battle fleet in that sector? Yep, okay.
Stay safe out there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history.
Okay.
The Nakul may attempt to disrupt it somehow, change the course of time. We'll need to look for signs of temporal flux.
Buy that for now. I'm going to want that.
If they show up, we'll need to deal with them, no matter what.
Okay. And we're off. I do like that change that the transwarp to mission thing is now free. That's a huge change for low levels. Oh my god, that makes low levels so much more bearable.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett aboard the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Alrighty. Why am I not shooting? Why are my phasers not working? What the hell? Why are my phasers not working? What the deuce? That's there, that's there. Hang on, let me leave the mission and restart. Let me leave and restart the mission. That was very strange. Alright, there we go. That was weird. It looks like it'll work. They'll work now.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett aboard the... We have the... Formation is breaking. All ships, give chase.
Doop 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 doo. Ow. You know what?
Klingon ships. All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute battle... Concentrate fire on the cruisers. We need to protect them.
Oh, that's bad.
The mighty Federation has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender.
I was in the impression that Klingons didn't take prisoners, Core.
We Klingons can be gracious in victory. Though, should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly on one of the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen at previous Knuckle incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline.
Until we break out the stretcher, there's not much I can do, Daniels.
Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over, past their shields. Once on board, free the ship and neutralize the anomaly if you can.
Okay. Okay. Alright, here we go. In the barracks, looks like we have any security alerts. Brought several photon charges along. Placed tactically, we can use them to disrupt the ship power grid. Alright, looks like we got this door here. Placing bomb.
This is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
That's adorable. No, 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 no. That door's open. Nice. I didn't have to cut my way through for once.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them now.
Noted, though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity. So you're the Federation globflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure. Bold or not, you remain insects.
Wish I hadn't triggered the fight yet, but whatever.
A nuisance to be exterminated, swiftly and without mercy. And in that way, we are alike, for we both...
Whatever. Much I like the dialogue. Ow. Didn't mean to cut his dialogue there, but whatever.
A valiant effort, little fly. But it is over! Glorious!
I like Core. So contract man helping us move, see if we can help the fleet. Why? Why is it my fucking forward phasers keep coming? Why aren't they equipped? What the hell? Jesus Christ, why are they unequipped?
Well done. Thanks for the help.
Let me get out of combat here so I can actually re-equip them. Why did it unequip my phasers? What the hell? There we go.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
This is Garrett. We're outmatched here. Disengage under best possible power.
Nice work. I owe you one.
Make for heading 265 Mark 10. Best.
Run while you can, Starfleet. You won't get far.
Huh. I exploded earlier than I thought I...
officer has the courage to die well. Tometul, Pometul.
Skaboom! Oh, we didn't die?
I'm afraid you're dead.
Oh.
Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech. But your ship was lost with all hands. At least, that's what's in the history books. I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you an identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it. Believe me when I say it's better than the alternative.
What, being dead? Probably, yeah. It's a good hook. It's honestly a really good hook. Into the, you know, modern timeline. Alright, so we got 2 TAC officers. Let's grab another science officer here, I guess. I think. Oh, I definitely want him as a historian. That's actually good. That's actually useful. A bit efficient. That's nice. Don't have room right now, but that's fine.
Welcome, nerds. Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first prize last year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all. You're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail.
Excellent. All right. All right. Let's create a new one. New uniform. This will be our... Alright, what do we got? Bunch of uniforms that... See, the ones with those gold coins next to them are require cash, so I can't grab those. Those require cash up stuff. 23rd century... do we have... Yeah, we have these, which I don't like any of these, really. There's got to be something in here that I've got. Yeah, that's all stuff. Oh, here we go. Those cost 0, apparently. Huh, interesting. Okay. Those are Discovery uniforms, so I don't really want those. Uh, 23rd century stuff, yeah. TOS. Really, there aren't any... Could have sworn there were some freebie non... Oh, no, Odyssey, there we go. That's the freebie one that we have. Okay. And like, oh, and the Antares ones. Shirt simple. Let me take a look at the tops closer here. like the Antares ones that much. Odyssey's not bad. How's Sierra looking? Sierra 1's not bad. It was a little bit too fiddly for my tastes. Oh, next gen film. That's not bad. Okay. So I'm thinking either Odyssey or next gen film. I know I haven't spent skill points. I'll spend those in a minute. A lot of my characters end up using the Odyssey one. I think I'm going to go with the next gen film one. I kind of like that top. And uniform. Let's see. Do we have any? Let's see. Pants. Let's see. Tight ones. Yeah, none of those are really that good. Discovery ones aren't bad, but we're not going to use those. Let's see. Pants loose. That's fairly standard next-gen stuff. Yeah, let's just go with the next-gen pants. Those are actually pretty good. Go with sort of standard shoes. Belt. Don't really like any of those. Those aren't really belts. Go with that. That actually works pretty well. Alright, rank. We are Lieutenant Commander now, so we'll take that. And strictly speaking, we should actually change the color because we are now... Wait, is red the color of, crap. Red's command in general, so I think that's actually appropriate. It's either that or yellow. That matches my pants better. Alright, that looks alright. Good. Let's see. Leave the bare hands, that's fine. Wrist attach. I don't like that wrist attach there. I don't really like any of those wrist attach. We'll skip those. None of those. Nope, can't afford any. Don't have any of those. Chest gear, I hate the look of those. Badges. There we go, comm badge. Beautiful. Yeah, right, I should be wearing red. You're right. Let's go back to red. Because I am command. I'm an engineer, but I am command. Beautiful. All right, exit. Let's go talk to Philip Cray. I'll spend my skill points after we're done with that. And
welcome to the 25th century. We've been expecting you. Your new cover identity is in place, and Admiral Quinn's expecting you in the office behind me. Report to him for your orders. Remember, do not tell anyone about your status as a temporal agent. Your goal is to observe and correct, not to interfere.
Okay. All right. Recommend your command position aboard a ship of the line. There's several fine ships available for an officer caliber. Go to the shipyard. All right. All right. Acquire ships. All right. All right, so we can have either the cruiser, the escort, or the science vessel. That is actually an interesting choice. I'm probably going to go take either the cruiser or the escort. I just don't know which I want right now. All right. I'm leaning towards the escort, actually. Yeah, I'll go with escort for this level. Alright, we can start getting some of the stuff down here. We're going to want all this engineering stuff over here. I'm going to grab the impulse expertise for now, though. Actually, I might want to grab... Yeah, we're going to grab impulse expertise first. I want more speed. And maneuverability first. Alright, manage ships. Lightning is our new ship. We will change the loadout of the weapons here in a bit. Yeah, I agree with that, Tachi. Without other character support, it's a bit tricky to do science. We'll change my weapon loadout in a minute. Let's go back and talk to Quinn for a second. And there's some stuff I'm going to want to do before we go further. Because of when we are right now in terms of the year. Because we are at the tail end of the winter event, and there's something I want to take care of before I do that.
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's best. I hope you're ready to get back out there. A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it.
All right. Oh, I didn't spend my ground point. Okay.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance.
Yep, alright. We'll do that later. We're grabbing that. Alright, we're going to do one quick thing here. Yep. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to that is a giant piece of advice for anybody who's starting this game up, especially if you're free to play, is there are events that go on right now, and you basically want to do them as often. Do the events when you can. Get involved in them. The winter event's currently going on. I want to at least go there and unlock the winter event store, even though it's too late for me to actually complete the winter event to get the ship. So, yep. All right. Winter unlock the prize vendor. All right, so there's a winter event going on right now. The winter event's going on right now. Unfortunately, as I said, we're too late in it right now. It ends on the 17th, and it's currently the 15th. So You need to complete the event thing. You can do it once a day, and you have to complete it, I think, 25 times total during the course of the event. And you unlock a tier 6 ship. These are the top tier ships. They do there are 3 events that they do each year that unlock, they give you free ships that are tier 6. The top tier ships, which are, top level ships, which you'll want which you really will want, if you're free to play, because they're freebie tier 6 ships. Unfortunately, I don't have time to complete this one. I have this on my main account, and it's a good ship. I actually really enjoy flying it. But I wanted to unlock the Winter Event store so that I can, in theory, get some of the stuff from the store, even after the Winter Event ends. Because there's a holiday event finder, and he actually sells some kit modules and such that I would want. Like, I would want the Cryomine Barrier. And the Flash Freeze Bomb. But people sell the stuff you need to get these on the exchange, so since I've unlocked the event, I can actually do that later. And I can buy the stuff later on, not just during the winter event. Yeah, I might as well start the project for the ship. You're right. I could complete the. That's such a good point. Because I'll be able to next year, when the winter event comes around, run the winter event stuff to complete this ship. As long as I have as long as I have the project started, I can complete it. That's a valid point. So, reputation. So we can actually select the project, and it'll just stay there. And I can complete it with stuff from next year. I'll probably run the race later tonight, like off stream. It's not that I actually, you know what? Unfortunately, I can't stay online much longer right now. I do have a couple things. Dinner. It's almost dinner time, so. All right, we got some tier 4. We got some actually slightly better gear. We got some tier 4 stuff, which is nice. I don't know how I want to equip this ship just yet. So we're gonna have to. I'll look into that next. I'll think about it off stream, and we'll look into it. And next time we will look at this. One of the tricks that I might be able to do. Let me check. See episodes. Agents of Yesterday. Can I rerun that?
We have a situation in the Caleb system.
Yeah, I can rerun this mission.
Amassing a battle fleet
you can rerun old missions to get the quest rewards, and they'll scale to the level you're at the time.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations. We have a problem at Babel. Corridon rebels have taken several Federation trade.
Yeah, I could rerun some of these to get some gear, actually, which would be nice.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while.
I could get a better photon torpedo launcher.
Ever hear of Edron 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with a Gorn there and barely...
Thought one of these had dual beam banks, but... whatever. We'll see. I believe that... I don't know. It used to work that way, Stefan? I don't know. We'll find out. It used to work that you could use next year's vouchers on this year's project, on the given year's project on old projects. We'll see. I'll see. But, you know. At any rate, I wanted to get that event started. So yeah, I'm gonna want to get Mark IV gear because since I'm level 10 now, I can use Mark IV gear. I'm gonna check something here. I'm gonna go. One other piece of advice I have for players who are playing free to play and are trying to earn money early on: if you're selling stuff, never sell it to the replicator. Sell it to a store. You get more cash. I don't think there's much I have that I can sell for EC. Yeah, like all this stuff is going to sell for 0. It sells for 4. Okay, the Mark IV stuff's going to sell for. Cool. So there's some stuff here that'll sell for EC, and I'm going to want to do that because I'm going to need some energy credits for some stuff. So we'll look into that. I'll sell some of the stuff off. There's also some other stuff you can do for money, which I will quickly show what I'm not going to do it right now on stream. I will do it on stream. I will definitely stream it when I do it. But available missions. Tour the Galaxy. This is a thing you should do daily. It lets you. It's something that you can earn money doing this. It's free money that you can get. You won't get a lot of it early on because your ship won't be fast enough. But it's somewhere to start. Anyways, I got to wrap things up because it's just about dinner time here. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys had fun. I got to take a break for dinner. I might come back later on, stream a little bit more. We'll see though. Either way, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be doing more of this free-to-play stuff over time. I'll be doing this at least once a week for the free-to-play thing, and might do it a little bit more. We'll see. I don't know, but anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As I said, I might come back a little bit later on tonight to stream, but I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna do it for now. Bye.